So here's the thing is this, and this is another argument for this is, where is the customizability power? Who has power over the customizability of your character, right? Is it the DM or is it you? Do you want power or do you want the DM to have that power? If you want the DM to have the power, awesome, right? It's kind of as is then, right? Right now is the best option, because then they give you different kinds of features, different kinds of options with different kinds of magical items to give you bonus features to help you. And so if we change that and made it more into your power, and that most of your abilities come from what you can do yourself instead of the magical items, and then of course the magical items will just be on top of that, just as they are the spellcasters, then the power comes back to the player for customizability. And the question is, where do you want that power? Do you want that power with the player, or do you want that power with the DM, or do you want it in between? I think this is a huge level of game design too, is where is that power, and where do you want that power? To me personally, I want as much power as I can in the players. That's me, right? I want them to be a part of the process. I want their character to be their character, because hey, I got the rest of the world to take care of, guys. I got the rest of the world to make my own. I don't need to keep track of your character, try to figure out what you need, what you want, where your character's going. I don't need that. And I'm probably going to do it injustice anyways. And so I want you to decide what your character can do, and you have power over that, right? Now, one thing I won't do is have my players choose the magical items that they find, right? Because I think that that's kind of unimmersive. But I will pay attention to like what they want, and as the game currently stands, I will provide those things, or I will try to provide things that invoke or promote that narrative that they're trying to accomplish. But I want that power in the player. I even put that player power a lot in the player for my world building, right? Sometimes they should know that at any point they can really say, like, hey, I know this person in my backstory. Like if they're in their town, right? And I have fleshed out some NPCs, but I haven't fleshed out anyone. I can have a NPC that's the owner of a magic shop in the town that they're from, and have that fleshed out. But they can then come in and say like, oh yeah, I'm friends with the magic owner shop guy in town. This is his name and this is what he does. And that could be completely different from what I prepared. But I love that they're trying to involve themselves in the world. And of course, if that doesn't make sense, I'll say, no, you don't. Like you never went over there, or you never had reasons to, and things like that. I can veto it. But I love that when they make initiative like that, that I can then play with it and say like, absolutely, you know this person, and why don't you tell the others a little bit more about them? And then I can play with that, and then all of a sudden it becomes something that we create, right? D&D is a collaborative game, and so I want to be as collaborative as I can whenever I can. So anyways, that was another tangent.